But I also want to predict that you're wrong on that. So, which is that the very path you're taking, which is creating a great robot platform, will very easily take a leap to adding uh, a chat GPT like capability, maybe GPT-5. And there's just so many open source alternatives that you could just plop that on top of Spot. And because you have this robust platform and you're figuring out how to mass manufacture it and how to drive the cost down and how to make it, reliable, all those kinds of things, it'll be a natural transition to where just adding ChatGPT on
Oh,
top of it will
I do
create.
think that being able to verbally converse or even converse through gestures, part of these learning models is that, you can now look at video and imagery and associate, intent with that. Those will all help in the communication between robots and people for sure. And that's going to happen obviously more quickly than any of us were expecting.
I mean, what else do you want from life? A friend to get your beer and then just talk shit about the state of the world. I mean, there's a deep loneliness within all of us, and I think a beer and a good chat solves so much of it, or takes us a long way to solving a lot
It'll
of it.
be interesting to see, you know, when a generative AI can give you that warm feeling that you connected, and that, oh yeah, you remember me, you're my friend, we have a history. That history matters, right?
Memory of joint,
Memory of, yeah.
like having witnessed. I mean, that's what friendship, that's what connection, that's what love is. In many cases, some of the deepest friendships you have is having gone through a difficult time together,
Mhm.
and having a shared memory of an amazing time or a difficult time, and kind of that memory creating this like foundation based on which you can then experience the world together. The silly, the mundane stuff of day to day is somehow built on a foundation of having gone through some shit in the past. And the current systems are not personalized in that way.
Right.
But I think that's a technical problem, not some kind of fundamental limitation. So combine that with an embodied robot like Spot, which already has magic in its movement. I think it's a very interesting possibility of where that takes us. But of course, you have to build that on top of a company that's making money with real application, with real customers, and with robots that are safe and that work and reliable and manufactured at scale.
And I think we're in a unique position in that, uh, because of our investors, primarily Hyundai, but also SoftBank still owns 20% of us. Um, they don't, they're not totally fixated on driving us to profitability as soon as possible. That's not the goal. The goal really is a longer term vision of creating, what does mobility mean in the future? How is this mobile robot technology going to influence us? Can we shape that? And they want both. And so we are, as a company, are trying to strike that balance between, let's build a business that makes money. I've been describing that to my own team as self-destination. If I want to drive my own ship, we need to have a business that's profitable in the end. Otherwise, somebody else is going to drive the ship for us. So that's really important. But we're going to retain the aspiration that we're going to build the next generation of technology at the same time. And the real trick will be if we can do both.